breaking news, cold open. The fucking German embassy to Ireland just fucking quoted Habeck directly. Okay, so anti-colonialism must not lead to anti-Semitism. An important and timely reminder from Vice Chancellor Robert Habeck, both for Germany and Ireland.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, take that, Ireland, for having the wrong opinion. I'm sorry. When did West Germany boycott South Africa? Was it never? Okay, cool.
I think Ireland should expel the German ambassador.
That would be so fucking funny if we can convince the doll to expel the Israeli ambassador, but we just expel the German ambassador.
But it's so.
Just like, all right, this is a compromise we can all get behind. Okay. Oh god, yeah, like the Israeli ambassador to Ireland is possibly going to get done in for libel because like not the actual ambassador but like the second in command, I've forgotten his name, is just such an insane poster.
Oh no.
He had to quickly delete a tweet where he accused Ireland of funding Hamas. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like he went through the drop down menu of please select which country you're in. He accidentally hit Ireland instead of Iran, because they're right beside each other, I guess. That, and he's also just like constantly in the mentions of like Hazel Chu, who was like the former mayor of Dublin. She's a Green politician, but like notably she's like Chinese Irish, and she's gone through like a lot of shit in the past because of that. Yeah. But like, yeah, he's just constantly in her mentions accusing her of anti-Semitism. I think he's probably just going to get like a libel lawsuit.
Definitely. I swear, since there's Twitter, ambassadors have just gone wild, man.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so this guy's his profile picture is like a lion with the Israeli flag like photoshopped on top of it, so it's like a blue and white lion with like the Star of David on it. And I'm just like, I literally had to quote tweet that, being like, don't like diplomats usually have like LinkedIn ass profile pictures of them like at an event? Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Oh my god, that is so funny. Is it like a real lion? Basically, like a
yeah.
Oh like no, that's like such a cringe thing. Like,
oh, it's such like yeah. And then when I pointed this out in our Discord, the people behind like in our Discord found the like Belgium artist who just makes all of these like AI pictures of like pro-Israeli things. It was a very strange time. My God. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, so that quote by that tweet by the German ambassador to Ireland. Naturally, our podcast got like tagged 3 times.
Nice.
So one of the things that has been keeping me very happy this week is because Twitter is a nightmare at the moment, more so than usual. And but our lovely listeners, the cuties, have been sending me various clips of local newscasters from across Europe saying Storm Ciarán. For anyone who doesn't know, there is a storm hitting predominantly Western Europe at the moment that is called Ciarán, with my spelling, the C spelling, and the accent mark and everything.
Yay.
And it's
Good
been
news.
interesting.
You feel seen.
I feel seen. About a dozen people have been killed.
Oh, that's not good.
So there's been some interesting pronunciations. The most commonly it's like Kieran, like they're just not sure what to do with that like second A, so it becomes like an sound, or Kieran. And I'm like, I'm fine with that. That's all right. You did your best, buddy. Keep going. One British newscaster knew that it was Irish, but then like overcorrected and was convinced it was like the Irish spelling of the name Sharon, and that it was pronounced somewhat similarly, like Sharon. So there's that. The Serbians weren't sure how to like spell it because they had to like transliterate it and stuff. So I found that interesting. But my favorite so far, other than like Dutch people saying it because Dutch sounds adorable, my favorite so far has been a Galician newscaster in like in Spain, pronouncing my name like Kirang with like an NG end of the sound of it at the end. It's like almost like the like Kerrang, yeah, the fucking the hard rock magazine.
Kerrang.
Kerrang. So I've been enjoying that, and I want to thank everyone who's been sending me clips and like international phonetic alphabet readings of what they think the name sounds like when they heard it on the radio. My sister was listening in Spain, and she was like, to quote her, she was listening to her favorite newscaster who had clearly done her research and pronounced it pretty correctly. But like most Spanish people have been doing Thiaron, which is
sounds nice.
How did you end up getting named? How did you win the lottery, Kieran? How did you do
the Storm lottery?
Yeah, how did you do it?
It's alpha. Shit, I actually don't know, because like I know the process is that it's alphabetical and they alternate boy girl. To like, so that like, not all storms are women or whatever. I guess I think the Irish found it first, or like named the storm, because I can't imagine like the British did, and it's coming from the Atlantic, so I'm going to have to assume that we just like named it this name to kind of like fuck with people.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
So you got a head start, is what you're telling me. I
did.
You
Yeah.
cheated the system. All right.
The Irish saw it first, so we got to name it. That's what I think happened, and you're all very lucky that we didn't name it like TADHG Tig or whatever, or like
It'd have to be C. It'd have to be C.
Yeah, it has to be C.
Yeah.
All the C names are pretty reasonable. Killian, Colin, etc. Anyway, hey, welcome to your weekly Corner Späti. It is me, Kieran. I'm joined by Julia.
Hi.
And Nick.
Hello there.
We're doing a remote episode for the first time in a long time because A, we still haven't sorted out the new studio space, and B, we're all very sick, and you need to send love and money. Join the Patreon.
Wow.
Yeah. Money so I can.
Fuck it.
Yeah, money so I can buy myself little sick boy treats like, I don't know, crackers.
Aspirin.
Tea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's
Hugs and
like,
kisses.
Oh yeah.
You have to pay for those, damn.
I found the world's like tamest sex worker.
Hugs and kisses.
For €100 an hour, she'll hold my hand.
It's like those cuddle cafes in Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, so we've got some stories from around Europe. We're just gonna do like some news. First, I'm gonna start with some Italy news. First piece of Italy kind of news, which is 21 members of Casa Pound were arrested in Athens airport because of the reason they were in Athens airport, which was to attend the memorial of like 2 dead Golden Dawn members. There was going to be a big like protest. Yeah. So they were arrested. Also, like the march that happened in memoriam of these 2 Golden Dawn people were like, they were like run out of town by like the anti-fascists in Athens and stuff. So like the whole thing was a bust. So yeah.
Okay.
But I have funnier Italian news. Do we want the funny Italian news?
Can we please just mention real quick that they are called Casa Pound because of Ezra Pound? They are.
Oh, that sucks so bad.
That's so funny.
I think
So fucking
Nick
nerdy.
always put.
That is super
So
nerdy.
nerdy.
It is.
They're
very
like the
nerdy.
cultural fascist kind of thing. Like, like the yo, we read Ezra Pound. I don't know. And
I still think we need to have David Broder on again just to explain the whole like Maloney and Fratelli d'Italia's obsession with Lord of the Rings.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's like that's.
Which side are they on?
I'm not sure if they take a side. Is it a side-taking thing? These are all great questions I would have for David.
I mean, it's not as clear as it is in Harry Potter.
They're all just about Tom Bombadil, and they're so angry that Tom Bombadil was cut from the film.
Everyone should be on the Hobbit's side because they're just trying to live their life in the nice little, being small in that nice little green garden state.
They just want to eat. Yeah,
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, the hobbits want to be Italian because they live in New Jersey. Oh.
See, there we go again. That's
I'm from the Baggins family of the Turnpike's Bagginses.
I mean, his name is Bilbo Beutlin. For me, that's
Bilbo.
Also in German, but Bilbo Baggins. For me, that sounds Italian.
Bilbo Bagolini. Oh yeah.
For all, yeah, it was changed to Baggins at Ellis Island.
Yeah.
But you couldn't keep the first names down. Bilbo, Frodo, all great Italian names.
Frodolino, I don't know, Frodo.
Yeah, Frodo, beautiful Frodo.
Frodo.
Give your mama a kiss, Frodo.
Sorry.
You used to love my marinara, Bilbo. Pippin.
So there you have your answer.
Yeah. The hobbits are Italian coded. Another Italian news. This is a recurring character that we've talked about before on this show, which is I believe I have to get their names because this is a truly bizarre phenomenon that has been weaponized multiple times. So this is Vovan and Lexus is the Vovan and Lexus is the a name of the comedy duo from Russia who have at several points prank called like important political figures.
I think the last one that we talked about was Svetlana Tisanovskaya.
Yeah.
They pretended to be her.
Yeah.
And they were talking to shit. What was
that? Was it? Yeah.
And they were talking to like that NGO, that like weird CIA thing in the States.
The
about,
National
like,
Endowment for Democracy, I think it was.
Yes, yeah.
NED.
And that's entertaining. But like, so what's very clear about the fact, if you look at the like trajectory of their prank calls, is that they are in some way supported by the Russian state.
What?
Because how the fuck are they getting these like phone numbers?
How do they have the numbers?
Yeah, no, of course they are.
Yeah.
And also okay, I should mention that the incident we're talking about now is they had a phone call with Giorgia Meloni, and have the Italian government has regrettably, in their words, confirmed that it is real, that is actually Giorgia Meloni, because you could easily fake that, right? Just get like an Italian sounding woman. But like, no, this is real. She says some interesting things in the call. But the other thing that's just like very kind of like, this is the agenda of the Russian state is, I've noticed now in like every one of these crank calls, they always try to bring the conversation to like, don't you hate Ukraine?
Yeah.
And like that kind of made sense when it was like you're trying to be like the Belarusian opposition leader and the National Endowment to like democracies. That's related. But like in this one, they're just like, oh man, I'm super concerned about like how much like Ukraine loves Bandera. I was like, don't bring that up to Meloni. She doesn't care.
She's like, she's
either
rightfully
indifferent.
so.
She's like, yeah, exactly.
Cool dudes.
She's either like, I don't care, or oh, sick, me too. Wish he was Italian though. But like, yeah, it's very weird, and I think they drop it pretty quickly. So. Fun things about this is they're pretending to be the head of the African Union, Yeah, with the most Russian accent you've ever heard in your goddamn life.
She can't tell those accents apart. She wanted to fucking ban English. I know.
Her English is pretty good. That was also something I'd never heard Maloney speak English before. But interesting things that came out in this call. One, she says that there's a lot of fatigue amongst European leaders with Ukraine, which that is interesting, but like, I don't know how true it is. Second, she said that I find this particularly funny. Macron has stopped answering her calls.
Oh, damn. We hate to see it. Oh, no.
He's ghosting her.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And she also keeps talking about how much she wants to invest in Africa.
Well, I mean, she is on the phone with the head of the African Union.
Yeah, so that could be part of it, right? But like, she's also like, but she was very clear in the call that the reason she wants to do this, the two reasons she wants to do this is, one, she thinks that they can turn Africa into like the like new Russia, and this is where Europe will get its energy. They can turn Africa into an energy exporter, which is kind of like where like Spain gets its energy, right? They get it from like the Sahara, basically.
France also has. A lot of like a lot of resources they extract from Africa. They need to like
uranium, of course.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Good
hence
point.
the interest in West Africa.
Yes, yeah.
It's called colonialism.
Exactly. let's name it.
Maloney called it investment.
Oh.
But the other reason, but she was very explicit about the other reason, which is to stop the migrants from coming.
Yeah, I was about to say, she of course has that as one of her positions. That's why like Golden Dawn would do like charity missions to like go build houses like in places in Africa, because that was the reasoning behind it.
We gave you a house, now please never come
The
to
Italians,
Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
The Italians are just pissed they didn't have a real colony in Africa.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
we held Ethiopia for like 2 weeks.
Exactly, they couldn't take Ethiopia.
Yeah, like, and then like Berlusconi got more out of Libya than like the entire time Libya was actually a colony of Italy. Just being like, yeah, Gaddafi, I love you. Mwah. Mwah. You're totally the king of Africa, babe. Yeah, so that's just a very weird and interesting call and I just had to bring up that they clearly have the backing of the Russian state, because like, how the hell does this keep happening?
I don't know, you just dial random Italian numbers and end up with Maloney on the phone.
Yeah, Italy,
Ciao, are you Maloney? No? Okay. Try the next number.
Yeah,
Just look
the country of Italy has like 10 phone numbers, exactly.
Yeah. Just look them up in the yellow pages. Just call every Maloney.
Oh my god, yeah. No, it's
No, definitely.
I wish more states had this though. This would be like a truly chaotic energy if we all had like our own kind of like state sponsored crank callers.
It's like prank calling intelligence service.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just like someone in an office in like Berkeley just be like, have we just tried crank calling people to get information?
Yeah, hi. This is the Mossad. Is your refrigerator running?
Oh god. All right. So other news of the day, which is in what I want to call an anti-Irish hate crime. A priest in a Czech village in southern Moravia destroyed all the village's pumpkins on Halloween.
What?
2 days in a row. I'm gonna link the article actually.
Oh my God.
So that you could have it too. So he apologized afterwards, but he was 2 days in a row in two separate incidents. He went around stomping all the jack-o'-lanterns that had been made in the village because Halloween is a satanic holiday.
Oh, damn.
I agree. Yes.
And he feels very sorry after he apologized after he found out that kids made
I was about to say, were they made by kids? And
that's why he apologized.
Oh my
It's the only thing that could make him
God,
I'm
apologize.
sorry.
You
The
made a
fucking
bunch
pictures.
of church made a bunch of kids cry, man.
The fucking pictures on the article are so ridiculous. It just shows like the jack-o'-lanterns all nicely lined up in the chat.
In the Zencaster chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just right next to it is just them all destroyed.
Oh my God. No! No!
It's so sad.
Those pumpkins, to describe it to the listeners, they're very friendly pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. They're smiling. A lot of them are smiling and very cute.
Next picture, every single one of them just mutilated.
Destroyed.
So, to quote from the open letter that he sent to the mayor and then put on the village Facebook page, leaving the rectory on Sunday.
His manifesto.
Number 5, Czech Republic is a nation of grillers. Leaving the rectory on Sunday evening, I saw numerous symbols of the satanic feast of Halloween placed in front of our sacred grounds, he wrote. I acted according to my faith and duty to the Father, protector of children, entrusted to me, and removed these symbols, said Father Smekel, parish priest of the Roman Catholic Church of St. John the Baptist. He eventually later apologized when he found out that they were made by children, which I found very funny because, like, I love the idea that you could be a grown man in 2023, see a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns and be like, those weren't made by children.
Satan. I love how he has the energy of like that lady who like is like, oh, this energy drink Monster has like, they use like symbolism of the devil. Apparently, I think that she's like a local representative in the United States now. If I'm,
Of course she is.
You know, don't quote me on that.
Did she run
I think
on
that she actually
on actually protecting people from Monster Energy drinks?
I would hope so, but I think I read somewhere that she is now like in like a state House of Representatives.
Oh.
Yeah. She's going to be the first female president.
She
It wouldn't surprise me.
She does represent me. I hate energy drinks.
Yeah, I fucking hate Monster. Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk about that and declare it anti-Irish sentiment for disrupting the wonderful holiday that is Halloween, not a satanic festival.
I'm for expelling the Czech ambassador from Ireland.
This is our answer to everything on Corner Späti now. We just expel the Czech ambassador.
Ireland has diplomatic relations with no one.
Abkhazia. Yeah. We're down to Abkhazia, the only nation that has not done anything to slight us. All right. We then move to, I think, a country that we haven't talked about, like, I think ever really in great detail, but I'm going to talk about a little bit now, which is Switzerland. You know, that place that speaks German mostly, and then also some other languages. They had an election recently, and the SVP, or the Schweiz Volkspartei, got 28% of the vote. And for people who don't know, the Schweiz Volkspartei campaign on being practical and not woke. That's the big thing here. They hate doing that.
They're like die Partei des schweizerischen Mittelstandes. So middle class party is one of their slogans.
Yeah, the median income of their party is still like 140,000.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking Switzerland, man.
Yeah.
That can buy you a used car in Switzerland. So like, okay, the very much the vibe of this party is they have to write wokeism in like 3 languages. Like they have to write, you know, wokismos, wokism, and wokismo. Just in case just so everyone understands. So they want to end migration in Switzerland, which they think has gotten out of control, with the specific target of making sure this is a bold one. I've never seen any party actually do this.
More Albanians.
Yes.
No. the target is we only want the pop starlets. Albania is not sending them.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Rita Ora. Move to Switzerland.
The last handful of Swiss Eurovision entries that have also all been Albanian.
Yes.
Yeah. We need more players for the Swiss national team.
Oh yeah, they're like Kosovo. Okay, come here.
Yeah. There's like an immigration form for Albanians in Switzerland. Is like, can you sing yes or no? If no, can you kick a football? Once you're done football at the age of 30, do you think you could reliably return to a career in stardom? You fall back on the Swiss state will not support you. You have to release 10 fire hits that go viral on TikTok, or else you're out of the country. No, they've released a very, very specific target that I've never seen any other country do before, which is they want to make sure the population of Switzerland never reaches 10 million.
Oh.
Which is insane goal to give yourself, because it's what if it happened that way through birth rates and not? I don't understand. Like the UK tried to set like immigration target numbers and stuff, like we'll only let in this many people this year, blah blah blah. But like having a hard cap on the population just feels very strange to me. It's currently, for anyone who doesn't know, Switzerland is currently at 8.7 million. So, you know, there's some wiggle room in there. We can bring in 1.3 million Albanians.
They also have a very, they don't, so one of their positions when it comes to asylum is, and it was recent, that they want to stop Afghan women to come to Switzerland or like or immediately receive asylum status, like residency and refugee status.
All right, because Afghanistan's fine now.
Huh?
Well, America left, so it must be fine now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like, dude, what? Like, especially if you're one of the parties that claims that they really care about the women, that's why they don't want any migrants in their country or some shit like that. You know, like the right wing talking points, etc. And or how horrible Islam is because women. Those talking points. This is that's a wild position. They're like, no asylum for anyone. Doesn't matter if you're trying to flee because, like, I don't know, because you're an Afghan woman and your situation is shit.
You've personally pissed off the Taliban. I love when right wing parties like this say like we care about women, because there's like quotation marks around like every word. Like, well, we didn't really mean women, like all women. Yeah. We meant white women.
We didn't really mean that either. Yeah, like.
And did I say we were talking about this? Because we weren't.
Nice, great.
So there, I have to quote from The Guardian though about what their campaign was like. Social media posts highlighted crimes committed by foreigners, betraying bloodied knives, hooded criminals, fists, bruised faces, and frightened women. The SVP also declared war on cancel culture, gender terror, and woke madness. So this is things are very normal in the country that legalized women's suffrage in the 90s. So, you know... Gotta say though, hands off for gender terror. That's a new one that I haven't heard, and there's a nice flow to it. Like
gender terror.
The sound at the end of both of those words, I think, works really well.
Yeah, like who are gender terrorists like abducting and like holding for ransom? That's I can't really think of.
Graham Linehan.
Oh yeah, J.K. Rowling.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Naturally, they also like opposed COVID restrictions when that was like relevant. They opposed sanctioning Russia, but not for like the principled reasons of like Switzerland giving up its like neutrality, its like world famous neutrality. They just blame sanctioning Russia for the high energy costs, which is not really true. Like the it's a part of it, but like the global supply chain did a lot to being shut off for 2 years did a lot to fuck this. But because of this, they have like an easy answer for like the cost of living crisis in Switzerland, which from our perspective is nonstop in Switzerland. But like apparently it's gotten slightly worse for them. But like, yeah, so they have an easy answer for fixing this, what caused a lot of people to vote for them, it seems, which is why they've done relatively well, 28%, and that's the largest of any of the parties.
I think that's rather because they have such a cute logo.
Every Swiss party logo is kind of cute though. Like it is the like for all the like weird Nazi money crimes that country is famous for, it is just like the cuckoo clock Germans. Like it is very like hooply dooply. It's adorable down there. Their like Communist Party has like a Smurf. It's not a Smurf hat, but it looks like a Smurf hat.
Oh yeah, it rocks.
Yeah. The Swiss are just kind of cute.
Oh god, this is the problem, is that then if I had no idea about this party, I would vote for them just because of their logo.
Okay, the logo is a friendly sun rising over the letters SVP, holding up a Swiss flag and saying Schweizer Qualität, which is Swiss quality.
Yeah.
Why does it seem it's more like a ad for chocolate or Swiss Army knife?
Or like it's that kind of like, you know how countries do that kind of like made in Ireland, made in America kind of brand. This seems like the Swiss version of that. Like,
that's what I meant when I referred to chocolate and army knives, because I think that is what the Swiss produces. Only that.
You can trust this knife. It was made in Switzerland. Unlike those Muslims' knives that you can't trust. Like that's what that sun is saying.
Exactly.
This sun is adorable, but you need to know it's really racist.
The racist sun rises over Switzerland.
Every time it arrives in Switzerland, it complains about being in the East. It's just like, guys, over there, man, it's crazy. I hate it. They do things differently. I don't like it. They're not Swiss enough. Like you guys. You guys are cool. The sun in Switzerland is like the Teletubbies sun. It talks to you.
Yes, exactly. That's what I thought.
It's the new sun you unlock when you're rich enough. Anyway.
Yeah, it's the sun that you get for not paying taxes.
Yeah, exactly. This did have another there was another thing about this election that I found particularly funny. Or not, well, I didn't find it funny until I got a quote. So there was a nationwide polling error that the first results that were reported were all kind of off by about 1 to 2%. And then they had to revise the results. Like all the like journalism I saw about this election all had like those little things at the bottom being like, this article had to be updated on blah, blah, blah because of this. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And apparently it was a polling error. Anyway, the Swiss paper, the Neue Zürcher Zeitung, Switzerland's newspaper of record, declared the situation to be, quote, a fiasco, and said the country would have a hard time recovering from this embarrassment.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did embarrass yourself there. You lost all credibility in the eyes of the international community.
Never mind all that, like, where all that gold came from. You've now lost your credibility in the international.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing that I've already forgotten about, that's it. Yeah, it's over for Switzerland.
This fucking polling error. It's done. Donezo. We're doing Gaddafi's plan for Switzerland now because of this polling error.
I mean, yeah, I think that's, good enough reason.
Oh, man. All right. And I think this will be our last story for the evening, but something that we have to talk about in the context of like what Germany is like at the moment, which is a one precocious 22-year-old, Daniel Helemba, upstart on the German political scene, arrested, cut down in his prime for having a bunch of Nazi shit. Yeah. So this is anytime I'm really going to be savoring any time that a German politician is revealed to have like really fucked relationships with like Nazi stuff. I'm really, really going to be savoring that, particularly in the context of like every major German politician and news source saying that like anti-Semitism in this country is imported.
I wanted to do a little excursion to Aiwanger actually having the audacity the other day of holding a speech about imported anti-Semitism, etc., or like basically calling that out. And I'm like, dude, like, what?
Anyone else in your party could make that speech.
Exactly.
Like, even just the optics.
I think they chose him to show like, oh, look, he's not anti-Semitic anymore.
He's reformed. He's Islamophobic now.
Exactly.
Well, okay, all right. You said that they found a bunch of, Nazi stuff on him. Maybe he was moving the stuff for his like friend.
Muslim friend.
His Muslim friend. Yeah, maybe he was importing the anti-Semitism. Maybe that's like maybe you're a little bit too quick to judge. Maybe he's innocent.
Yeah, I was holding it for my Muslim friend. I was like, oh, interesting. What's his name? It's like, Mustafa. Get in the van. You're going to jail.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, Jesus Christ. So there was more to the story because like the headline of this was just like going everywhere on Twitter, and I enjoyed it because the headline is just like the Bavarian politician arrested for being kind of Nazi-ish.
Kind of Nazi-ish.
Kind of Nazi. I'm playing it fast and loose with libel laws in this country, goddammit. But anyway, so yeah, he was arrested pretty recently as well. Interestingly, he was just voted into the like Landtag in Bavaria, and like if he had been sworn in, like he was arrested about like 2 weeks before he was about to be sworn in, and at that point he would have gotten like impunity, and that's like what his like defense attorney is currently arguing at the moment, that he was elected and he was about to get impunity, so the impunity should count.
That part is interesting because there are other arguments, I guess, from the prosecution that say that there's already been investigations into his Burschenschaft. So this dude is was part of Burschenschaft Teutonia Prague.
His frat dog.
Yeah, frat. It's a frat, but Burschenschaft is like even like and it's what
frat brackets racist.
Yeah, exactly. Like Burschenschaft is especially racist. Like any kind of German Burschenschaft, I don't trust them, man. So there were already investigations from September 2023.
Yeah, they're bad.
Where the cops raided the Burschenschaft Teutonia Prague and found a lot of evidence. Because people were saying they heard a lot of the
neighbors.
The neighbors said they heard a lot of can I say it?
Wait. They were sieg Heiling too loud.
Yeah, they were sieg Heiling too loud.
That
yes.
was it. They got the most German crime solved.
Yes.
They got a noise complaint
for sieg Heiling too loud. So yeah.
No, you're fucking lying to me. That's not a real thing.
No, it's real. Yeah, this is real.
It is real. It is fucking funny. Yeah, and of course the cops found shit, like they found a bunch of Nazi memorabilia. And back then Halemba said like these accusations are unzutreffend, unzutreffend. Well, they're absurd. They're like it's not true, and they're very easy to see through them. Like why someone would target basically the Burschenschaft and shit like that. Whatever he meant by that, I don't know.
Right.
This is just anti-Burschenschaftism.
Yeah, everyone hates these very exclusive things that are called like like the names these things have are just fucking like they're almost everything but basically calling it the Teutonic, like the fucking Knights or whatever. The Teutonia Prague or whatever. No, this is bad because the original police report actually said like they said like okay the neighbors complained that they were sieg Heiling too loud, and they were concerned for two German reasons, which is remembrance culture / noise complaint. It was the Leisestunde or whatever. And then
no sieg Heiling after 11 or after 10.
Yeah. But go wild. No. But like the the police statement that happened when they did that raid in September was like what they got out to what they said to the press was two things. One, we've seized a bunch of stuff. Fair enough. That's like what that means, whatever. But the second thing they said is very damning, which is they confirmed the neighbors' suspicions.
Ah.
So basically, like, yeah, the neighbors were right. They were zighailing too loudly.
I see they're very careful here in the formulation of their like what they found as evidence. Probably because they're ongoing investigations. Because yeah.
The other interesting thing is 4 other members of the frat of the Burschenschaft or whatever is getting prosecuted. And when that raid happened in September, the head of AfD Würzburg was there.
Oh, isn't that a surprise?
Isn't that a surprise?
Damn, that's crazy. Why? You know
how? He was just hanging out with the bush, you know, like you stumble into a frat party.
I was just shafting with my bushes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it illegal to shaft with a bush? I don't know what any of these words mean.
I mean, this dude must have been suspicious because, like, once he answered to a journalist that his political idol was Björn Höcke. So,
spicy.
He was also hanging out with Martin Sellner of the Identity movement, the Identitäre.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about him for a while.
Man, it's like when you live in Bavaria, it's just like one step away from Austria, and you can just.
When you live in Bavaria, you leave your Alpine house, you beep open your BMW, and then you wave to Martin Zellner.
Exactly.
He lives across the road. He's up to his old tricks.
Yeah, here in the country where no one can yell at me for Sieg Heiling too loud.
Yeah, the neighbors are so far away. They don't know.
That sounds like a part of the Bild manifesto saying like, you can be Sieg in Germany we are Sieg Heiling, but only not after 10. Yeah, exactly.
And never on bank holidays unless you're a state worker.
And there you do it on Sunday, man. That's
oh god. What a ridiculous, horrible country this is. Anyway, it is just like, it's just so perfect. It's just such a stupid, like, this is going to be, I think, the silver lining of the terrifying cloud that is the rise of the AfD currently, which is they're really fucking stupid, man. They're just like so like they literally are just walking into Landtags with like t-shirts with the list of crimes they've committed printed on it.
Yeah.
No subtlety about this.
I mean,
the CDU has learned to be subtle.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the fact of getting the fucking cops called on you for Sieg Heiling too loud is the dumbest, most German thing I've ever heard of my entire life. Like you don't want to be the guy at the Burschenschaft who has to tell everyone to quiet down their Sieg Heiling, though, right? Like, that's got to be the most hated guy at that Burschenschaft. It's like, not in, like, polite society. He seems more reasonable, I guess. But, like, the guy who comes in and be like, guys, it's after 10. I told you. We had to stop Sieg Heiling.
Fucking hell.
Oh, my God. Wow.
On that note, guys, don't Sieg Heil. How about that?
Ever, yeah,
ever.
That's
Don't.
Great move.
That's my tip of the week.
This is the insane information that you can only get from this podcast.
Yep. Is don't Sieg Heil in public, in private, anywhere.
This is what we should do if we ever become like those weird men's rights pickup artistry like TikTok podcasts. Is like Yulia will be there for the woman's voice. I'll be there as the host with like my big protein shake. Nick will be in a full suit for no reason.
Yeah.
Like the advice we'll be giving is like, just don't sing high like ever.
Yeah. Pay your taxes.
Just women hate when you sing Heil, actually.
Yeah, take a shower, like keep yourself clean,
absolutely.
dental hygiene.
Just, moisturize a little bit.
Yeah.
Just, that's all you have to
These
do.
tips that you can only get from this.
But I'm circling back around to the most important tip. Don't zig Heil
Yeah.
ever.
Not even on
Rule
weekends.
number 1. Not even on weekends, yeah.
Oh my God, what a stupid place. Anyway, with that has been Corner Späti for the week. Want to say, link in the description again for a map to donate if you can, and for the Palestinian people. And with that, ciao. We will catch you on the bonus feed. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.